Hey guys, candles are lit, I'm getting comfy because today is all about rain. I wanted to make a video today answering 3 of the most common questions I get asked about rain. I had a short but sweet time on the show, and there's 3 or 4 questions which I get asked pretty regularly, so I thought I'd just bundle them up in a little video and answer them so I never have to answer them in person again. Kidding, I love talking about rain. Dad jokes. It was a wonderful experience and I'm forever grateful for those times, so let's get into the questions. The cool thing about rain was the variety of scenes we got to play in. There was drama, action, romance scenes, large ensemble party scenes. Each scene was very different, which made it a joy to play. Honourable mention to some of these scenes. The one where Catherine and Narcisse have sex in front of me. Crawling out of bed to try on my lover Nicole's earrings. Riding on horseback through the town to invade an English ship. My lover Nicole got poisoned and horrifically died in front of me. After which I had to carry and run her dead, limp body through the castle to present to my brother and mother. Ooh, filming in the Canadian winter in sub-zero temperatures. Loved that. The scene where Charles threw me over the family dinner table after I antagonized him. Standard. The scene that takes the cake though would have to be the French Open, the scene where I'm playing Spencer Charles in a tennis match. That scene was so much fun to shoot because the whole French crew were there. We were in the back lot in this huge fake foam castle. It was a beautiful sunny day and they had made us a tennis court. And for the weeks leading up to it, felt like months, me and Spencer would have tennis lessons preparing for this scene, which was hilarious because neither of us were very good at it. But by the end of it, we could have taken on Fed. Bit of a stretch, but we got good enough to have a couple of rallies on the day. So basically just a couple mates playing tennis in a fake castle. You can imagine the personalities of the cast that day, everybody cracking each other up. There were stunts. I had to throw a tennis ball filled with rocks at Spencer's nose. Obviously, there's a bit of camera trickery there and I didn't have to throw one with rocks, thank God. But I did have to peg a tennis ball at his face, which is aggressive, but very funny. It was a very fun scene to shoot and stands out as a favorite. Yes. Yeah, we do. I live all the way over in Australia, so I don't get to see everybody as much as I would like to, but when we're in the same town, we definitely catch up. I think the last time I saw everybody was at the convention in Paris a couple of years ago, which was so much fun, 3 days of partying. The best thing about that cast is that everybody got along. I remember my first scene was with Catherine, played by the lovely Megan Follows. And I'll always remember how warm and supportive she was when I first walked on set. And her warmth and kindness really spread through the whole cast and crew of Rain. And I'm forever grateful for the friends that I made on that show. The cast were great, and people like Rachel Skarsten would always organise events where we could go hang out and party, like Halloween or go to gigs and whatever. So not only was the shooting so much fun, but afterwards hanging out was a joy as well. Forever grateful for meeting those guys and calling them friends. I was really impressed by how the CW approached this part of Henry's character. We know in history that he tried on women's clothes and loved women's jewellery, but for them to portray it the way they did was really brave, and it was really cool to be a part of. I didn't really get a heads up that that's where the character was going. I did my research obviously before joining the show, and I knew that those aspects of his character, but reading the scripts for the next episode, learning that Henry's gonna sneak out of bed and try on Nicole's earrings was a surprise for me as well. But a really great challenge to immerse myself in quite an unusual character trait. I have a really vivid memory of filming that scene where I'm crawling out of bed naked to try on Nicole's earrings, because it was a closed set, so there was only 3 or 4 people in the room, but it was our camera op Tony and maybe 3 other people, so it was probably 4 men in the room plus Anne Purvu. And I have a vivid memory of just crawling out of bed and Tony behind the mic just said, hey Nick, I can see your ass crack, just pull up the sheets. And I was like, I'm doing the God's work here. But then I got home and I spoke to one of my best friends who's a surgeon. And I said, hey mate, how's your day? He said, yeah, it was good. We had this horrific crash and this man fell off his motorbike, got hit by a car, and I actually saved his life. And he said, how was your day? I said, it was good, yeah. A bunch of 40-year-old men were filming me crawl out of bed naked. Moments like that, you're just like, is this my job? But it's awesome, I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm really happy with the way that scene turned out. I'm glad I could portray a character with that feminine energy. I think I've got a lot of that in my normal life. I don't really try on women's clothing, but I'm definitely more in touch with my feminine side than some guys are, so yeah, it was a joy. It was a joy. So that's it, I'll stop boring you now, but it's been a pleasure. I always love talking about Rain, and I love hearing from you if you've been watching the show. So please let me know in the comments if you've got any more questions, and until next week, stay safe and peace.